Hi, I'm David McElwain. I'm one of the chaplains here at Cheyenne, VA. So we're going to do our COVID calming moment. I'm going to start our timer so we know when we're done, and I encourage you to find a comfortable position, probably with your feet flat on the floor, your back straight, and to begin to breathe with your diaphragm. Slowly in and slowly out. If you're comfortable closing your eyes and doing it, do that. In other words, focus on some point that you don't have to really pay attention to, but you can focus and pay attention to your breathing. Today I want to talk a little bit about the benefits to mindfulness. And one of the things that we find when we're being mindful is that we have the opportunity to actually find out who we are, or learn who we are, perhaps. The idea that we've had about not holding on to our thoughts and being able to let our thoughts go can help us as we practice mindfulness. We can observe the thoughts that we have and recognize that those thoughts aren't us. Sometimes those thoughts actually have to do with who we are, or who other people have told us we are, or told us they expect us to be, told us what they see and think in terms of us. And we can hold on to those thoughts at times. Sometimes they shape us, sometimes they give us a reason to move in a different direction. But those thoughts and those feelings, those expectations that others have, or those desires others have of who we are, aren't really who we are. Even if they cause us to behave in certain ways. So as we're mindful, as we pay attention to our breathing, as we observe the thoughts and the emotions that we're having, it gives us the opportunity to let go of those things that really aren't us, and to be able to connect with who I am as a person, who I want to be, how I want to live, and take a look at whether I'm living in that way or not, whether I'm being that person that I want to be, whether I truly am who I think I am, or whether I'm living out a role that's been placed on me by someone else. One of the things I joke with people about, because as you've seen in previous videos, I have tattoos, but I joke with people about how my mother is the reason I have tattoos, because as a kid, I really hated having any kind of immunization. Shots were something I really didn't like, and would resist in any way that I could. So at one point my mother said, well, I won't have to worry about you ever getting a tattoo because you don't like needles and you don't like shots. So that, in a way, threw the gauntlet down, I suppose, and encouraged me to get my first tattoo. So it was actually what she said, it wasn't necessarily who I was that caused me to behave in a certain way. We find that that's true oftentimes in other areas of our life, in other ways that we are. So simply by having those placed into our mind, those ideas and those thoughts, until we examine them and decide, is that really who I am? Or is that something somebody else expected of me? It's hard for us to make a choice. When we're mindful, we find the ability to get some perspective and some distance from the thoughts and ideas, and decide for ourselves who we are and who we want to be. So as you're breathing, and as you're looking at your thoughts and emotions, decide which ones are you and which ones aren't. Our time's up. I encourage you to take one last deep breath, let it out slowly, open your eyes if they're closed, and move forward to meet the rest of your day. Thanks for being here.